Thank you, Speaker Emerita. Your Taoiseach Enda Kenny. Nobody more appropriate. I think Peter Sutherland would have approved that you're the only person to present that award tonight. As Speaker Emerita, before we let you go, I would like to present you with a memento of the special evening. It's a book of poetry. However, it's no ordinary book of poetry. It's one that I think is particularly special in meaning and relevance. It's a book called The Death of Fionavar, from The Triumph of Maeve. It's a first edition collection by a poet called Eva Gore-Booth. Eva Gore-Booth was a suffragist, an artist, and indeed a poet. And the book is dedicated to the memory of the dead, the many who died for freedom and peace across Ireland. The book was published in May 1916, and it was illustrated by Eva's sister, Constance Gore-Booth, or Constance Markievicz. Countess Markievicz illustrated the book while she was in Holloway prison, having been condemned to death and later commuted to life imprisonment on the grounds for sex. The illustrations were inked by Constance Markievicz by rook feathers, which she gathered from the yard in Holloway prison. And this book is dedicated to women and men who make sacrifices for what they believe, who they fight for the good and to do the right thing. And to quote a wonderful line from the book and a promise from Eva to her sister before Eva passed away, 6 months before Constance was, and then condemned to her death. Eva said, "We meet beyond earth's barred gate, where all the world's the wild rebels are." And I think that's particularly poignant today. Constance Markievicz was a woman driven by determination, independence, idealism, self-sacrifice, and thanks to Nancy Pelosi, generations of young women and men, girls and boys, will stand on your shoulders because of the path you have led and the sacrifices you and Paul have made and the ceilings that you have smashed. I think Peter Sutherland will be a very happy man this evening, and I certainly know and believe that Countess Markievicz will be incredibly proud that you're here this evening and are presenting this very special gift with her blessing to you. Ladies and gentlemen, the truly outstanding Nancy Pelosi.
And it is and printed up that way, presented to Nancy Pelosi. This is so important to me. I thank you so much for it. And thank you for mentioning Paul, who was acknowledged earlier. But thank you, Paul. I know you can't wait to see this book as well, my dear husband, Paul Pelosi. And I have to acknowledge Fionavar because we have such a relationship. Thank you for being here as well, Fionavar. And let me just say this about this, because today, when I received the James Joyce Award, that's not the award where you call me doctor. It occurred to me, and now this book provokes me to say to you, that I really do think that the arts are going to be a great source of hope for us. We read, we observe, we sing, we dance, we laugh together, we cry together, we're inspired together, we find common ground in the arts, and we forget our differences even temporarily, but we realize that we do have common ground, and the respect that comes from that is something that is very unifying. So the arts give me hope. And I say that about this book because somebody could tell you the story or whatever, but when you read about it in a beautiful way like this, it touches your heart in a different way, and you understand what happened and why it was so necessary to do things differently. So thank you for this, and thank you for what it represents, the arts, a unifying force, and the Irish are so good at that. Thank you so much.